right, so every traveler has sat at baggage claim waiting for their luggage to appear, and most of the time it does. But when your baggage or carry-on becomes forever separated from you, where does it go? Well, we sent Ainsley Earhart to find out.
Every month, U.S. airports handle 81 million pieces of luggage. Almost all of it arrives at its destination. But did you ever wonder what happens to the thousands of bags that don't? Odds are they end up here in the quiet town of Scottsboro, Alabama. This small southern town is home to one booming business, the Unclaimed Baggage Center. Every item in this huge warehouse store started out as somebody else's property. What began 37 years ago as just a few pieces of baggage sold on card tables is now a huge complex, and as you can see, it takes up a whole city block. The store buys lost luggage in bulk from the airlines, opens it up, and sells the best contents to the public. So when you get a piece like Hartman, we know is expensive luggage, so when you get this piece, you know inside the contents are probably going to be very nice, right?
Probably so, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this would be an ideal piece for you to get here at the Unclaimed Baggage Center.
We've got some Kenneth Cole, and of course the fun pieces are always the older, hard sides.
How does this get from someone's luggage to your store here in Scottsboro, Alabama?
Well, if you've ever been traveling and you've lost your bag, the first thing you do is you go to the claims counter and obviously indicate that you've lost your baggage. You give them all the information that they need. That information goes into a tracing system, and over 99% of the time, all bags are reunited with their owners. In the event that they don't, after that 90 days, you would receive a settlement from the airlines for your loss. And that's where we step in. We purchase these bags sight unseen, send our own trucks around the country to pick them up and bring them back here to Scottsboro. We unload them off trucks, we unpack them, we sort them, we price them, we launder them, and we roll them out to our retail floor every single day.
With any luck, you won't lose your luggage. But if you do, I would recommend a road trip. This store's pretty cool. You just never know what you're going to find here. Very bizarre things. Look at this. Looks like someone who's a scuba diver left their equipment on the plane. You can buy that here. And even, this is the most bizarre thing I found here, a harpoon. Whale hunting, anyone? And you name it, it has turned up here at the Unclaimed Baggage Center, which sometimes makes you wonder just what your fellow travelers are packing. Okay, this is one of the items that we found on the shelves here, and I don't want to know what else was in this bag. I hope the folks wore gloves when they were going through that luggage. Wow, I'm going to put this one back. We might take this home for you, Sean. But one man's bad luck can become another's treasure.
Of course, when people are traveling, they have their cameras with them. Again, this is one of those items they probably carried on with them close to their body, didn't think it was going to be left behind. Chances are they didn't have any identification on that carry-on bag. So we do get a number of these things, and they sell very quickly here as well.
And then the wedding dresses. Is this a good thing? Does this mean a bride might have gotten to her destination wedding?
It's all about perspective. It's a good thing for people that come in and have a great choice. And hopefully this was after the wedding when these gowns got lost.
Yeah, hopefully it's after the fact. And the bargains keep the customers coming back.
Well, Lord, I get everything. I mean, they got everything. Dishes, jewelry, everything, anything you want.
I love it, and I come here all the time. I'm like here every week.
This is the one I'm looking at right now.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
This one? Yes. The other one behind is pretty nice.
Okay, this one is diamonds. It is $3,900.
How much would it normally retail for, though? That's a.
I would say around close to $6,000.
How often do you shop here?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
That's the only way you can find a real good bargain, to be here every day.
It's like hit or miss, right?
That's right. And if you see something, you better get it then, because if you come back the next day, it'll be gone.
How did this all begin?
Well, the business actually began in 1970, and Doyle Owens, who was the owner at that time, purchased a load of unclaimed baggage from the D.C. area. He had a $300 loan and a borrowed pickup truck, and went up to go pick up his first load of unclaimed baggage. Brought him back here, thought it would take a few days to go through, and lo and behold, he sold out in just a couple of days and
started making this a regular thing.
Yes, he did.
With all the rule changes in luggage, You have a lot of people that are not taking their luggage on the planes with them. They're checking their bags. Are you getting more bags nowadays because of that?
Well, we're really just a percentage of travel. As travel increases, so does our baggage intake. And as baggage decreases, as it did after 9/11, our baggage intake went down.
You definitely saw a difference then.
Definitely.
Okay. Now, have you had any success stories of people who've lost their luggage and come back in and found it here?
We have people that do come and look for their items. It's certainly not recommended because we've already purchased these items, gone through the process of laundering them and pricing them, and there's absolutely no identification on them whatsoever by the time we receive them.
But lots of gorgeous jewelry comes into your store.
This is one of the things that continues to amaze me, that people pack expensive jewelry like this. Either wear it or just don't take it. I don't see any sense in packing thousands of dollars worth of jewelry into a bag.
So every time someone loses their luggage, someone here in Scottsboro will be scooping it up.
And here's our own Ainsley Earhart. Well, what treasures did we find here this time? You went down there.
It was crazy. There are a lot of treasures. My favorite treasures were the mink coats.
I know people get our Monty suits and Louis Vuitton luggage and everything else is there, right?
Name brands are there.
Name brands.
I saw a Burberry shirt for probably, I think it was like $10. And it was great. Diamond earrings there. Wedding dresses.
Wow.
And I hope they've been worn. I hope the women lost the luggage on the way home.
Well, it's a really interesting story. The guy, Doyle Owens, who came up with this idea, first started with buses, and he went to the bus companies and said, all right, I'll take your unclaimed luggage. And then he went to all the airlines. They were like, sure, take it. And now it's become a huge industry in Alabama.
It's crazy. He borrowed $300 from his family and then got these buses and drove to Washington, got some luggage, and then started this business 37 years ago. And now it's really taken off. It takes up a whole city block.
Wow.
Lots of people are in there.
What was the most expensive item?
The most expensive item that I saw was the full-length black mink coat. It was $7,500.
You know, that was the one you keep going back to here.
I know. That's when I kept trying
Well, if your husband's watching, I'm sensing a hint here. I don't know.
The sales are going on right now here in New York, you know, because it's summer. But yeah, they have all kinds of items. It's heaven for a man because of all the electronic items. Think about what people take on the plane with them. They take their iPods, their stereos, the computers, all the phone chargers and earphones.
You finally got my interest here.
Yeah, okay. It's great.
Although I have all those things. Ainsley, it sounds like a pretty fun
It was wonderful. And it's legal, too, because what they do is the airlines they wait 3 months. If they can't get in touch with the folks who have lost their luggage, then it goes to these stores.
90 days.
90 days.
For those folks, Scottsboro, Alabama.
Have fun.
That's where you're going to save a lot of money and find some pretty neat things. Ainsley, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Good to see you, too. Thank you.
Appreciate it.